I thought you saved me when I was down, but what you're doing has hurt me now. Cause I've been in the fire line way too long. I've been in the fire line way too long. You hit me, baby, you shot me down. My heart is bleeding, I'm scarred for life. Cause I've been in the fire line way too long. You held me in the fire line way too long. What you said is playing on repeat in my head. Baby, you hurt me bad, but that's all you do now, that's all you do now. You shot me down. You shot me down. You shot me down. You shot me down. You're screaming at me, what did I do? All I've done wrong is loving you. Cause I've been spending all my time with you. Yeah, I've been spending all my time with you. You know I thought you saved me when I was down, but what you're doing is hurting me now. Cause I've been in the fire line way too long. Yeah, I've been in the fire line way too long. What you said is playing on repeat in my head. Baby, you hurt me bad, but that's all you do now, that's all you do now.
To give you a little update, I haven't put out a video for a while. I've been working on the car, and so I'm going to release an entire series, an automotive series. Right now we're on our way. I just got tickets to TC in Trump in Glendale, not TC in Paradise. Tucker Carlson is going to host Trump and Kennedy at the arena down there. Turns out I was going to try to get tickets to Kamala, but the coffee shop on 4th and on Van Buren was all booked up, and yeah, they were all sold out, all 6 seats. So all I could get was tickets to see Trump. So we're going to go ahead and see that. It's a Halloween, so I'm going to dress in my put my garbage trash bag on as my costume. It's in the back there. I'll go ahead and put that on later, and we'll go and see what's going on.
Those guys are garbage. Wow. Oh my God. Only in America, right? Good job, Biden.
Dang it. Guess I need some cardio miracle. Someone help me up the stairway to heaven.
Robert Plant, you guys, what a fun audience you've been tonight. Thank you for being so great. I'm going to close it out right now, and then we're going to get on with the show. Yes.
Without further ado, I'd like to introduce Charlie Kirk now to the stage.
Let's see what Tucker has to say. I've always seen him on the news, and I don't care who you vote for. I'm an independent voter. In fact, for the very first time, I registered as independent this year because I don't follow people. I follow issues, and I just vote. I vote my feelings, just like you do. It's all about my feelings, anyways, right? So we're going to go ahead and do that. And you should vote your feelings too. I mean, absolutely. If you feel like voting for whoever you vote for, I am 100% in support of you getting out and going and voting, because that is the constitutional, that's the republic we live in.
Everybody, this is a monumental time that we're living through right now. And the stakes of this election, you all know them, and that's why you are here.
If you've ever been to any one of these outings where Trump is involved or he shows up, it's I think the guy's hilarious. He's just a bundle full of energy. If I had like an ounce worth of the same energy that guy had, I'd probably be a billionaire too. Who knows? I'll leave you with I'll go ahead and get this video out and leave you with some previews on some shots going into the arena and the crowd and the people. Every time I've been to one of these, everybody has been so polite and so wonderful, and everybody's charged up and they're all patriotic because that's what they believe in, And everybody believes in what they want to believe. Whoever you're voting for, I'm just glad that you're getting out and voting and getting involved in the constitutional republic that you would belong to. So, once again, this is TC in Paradise. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we will see you again. Be safe, be well, and get out and explore your paradise.
Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool. But if I fall, I will get up again.
I am John Van Heerden, this my son Cap, from Timrosa.com, for the title sponsor.
Stronger than I ever been.
I smell a landslide on Tuesday. And we're all held together by blood. A little over a year ago, I left the Democratic Party. That was a difficult decision for me because the Democratic Party was the home for me, that it was incomprehensible to me that I would ever leave it. My great-great-grandparents came over here, all of them, in 1848 during the height of the potato famine. They landed on the docks of Boston, penniless, and they were met there by the Democratic Party. And the party took care of them. It found them homes, it found them jobs. It located them in communities. It was where their churches were. And it gave them a sense of value and community and a love for this country. And my great-grandfather, Honey Fitz, was the first Irish Catholic mayor of Boston. His contemporary, Patrick Kennedy, was a state senator and a political boss in Boston. My uncle, John Kennedy, was the first Irish Catholic president. My uncle, Ted Kennedy, was the second longest serving member of the United States Senate. My father was a U.S. senator and attorney general and died running for president of the United States. And it was inconceivable to me that I would ever leave the Democratic, tenacious speech that we've ever seen at a Democratic convention. Before she went on, she was immediately preceded by a former CIA director. This would be unthinkable in the Democratic Party I grew up in. They become the party of the swamp. They become party of Wall Street, of big tech, of big data, of big pharma, of big ag, big chemical, and the military-industrial complex. And they're party not of civil rights, but of division. It is tearing our country apart. And so, I made a decision to run for president in 19 months ago. A little over a year ago, I left the Democratic Party for all of those reasons. And then, in August of this year, President Trump called me on August 23rd, immediately after his shooting at Butler. He called me 3 hours later on the telephone. And he asked me to meet with him the next day in Milwaukee. And we had a 2.5-hour meeting then and a number of subsequent meetings. And during those meetings, he urged me to unify our parties and to work with him. That Robert Kennedy stood for, that John Kennedy stood for. He said he wanted to end the forever wars and bring that $200 billion that we've sent to the Ukraine home to rebuild America. I was 7 years old. I went to the inauguration of my uncle as president in Washington, D.C. And 3 days before that, President Eisenhower, the outgoing president, made what today we have to regard as the most important speech in American history. And it was the speech where he told Americans that they should be in fear of the emergence of a military-industrial complex that would erode our democracy, that would subvert our democratic institutions, that would steal our money and steal our resources and bankrupt the middle class in this country and make us weak in the long run. And I urge you to go look at that speech, because after he talks about the military-industrial complex, he says, and by the way, just as bad
thing to say in Northwest DC in 2015, and I began to ask myself, why is Donald Trump so threatening? Is it because he's got some crazed extremist program? No. Everything he said was kind of moderate and sensible, like, I don't know, we should have a border. And if we're gonna have NATO, maybe the countries in NATO should help pay for it. If we're gonna defend Europe, maybe they could, pony up a little bit. Why are we paying the entire bill? That didn't seem crazy to me. Boy, they treated Trump like he was a dangerous freak, like he just escaped from the state mental institution. Shackles on his arm and a butcher knife in his hand. Stop this man! And I just remember watching this. I wasn't emotional about it at first, but I remember thinking, my neighbors all seem so reasonable and sensible, even the Democrats. All kind of normal people. I lived on their street. Why are they so mad about a guy who says stuff like, we should have a border? And then I realized that they hated Trump because Trump asked questions they couldn't answer. Like, why are we doing it this way? And I remember thinking and saying, well, I don't know, why don't you just answer his question? If not having a border is such a good idea, if it's so important to have a tight labor market.
And then, you had low energy people, you had a lot of interesting people. And then I came up with nicknames for everybody, and for the most part, they were extremely destructive, right? We had some beauties. We had some, like Pocahontas because I don't use my Republican names anymore because I'm friendly with all those guys. We retired those days. But all of a sudden they start, and then we get down to 10, so now 8 are gone. Ridiculous, they said. It is ridiculous. Can you imagine? They also, I think, said it was the Beast, and it wasn't. It was one of the other ones, but you can't even get your hands through. But to think that I would be taking on 2 nice young guys simultaneously. All right, Sam, I'm ripping one and ripping the other. They're crazy. And then I went back to the White House, which I love, and I started throwing hamburgers all over the place. Finish the story.
Yeah, so going down and see TC and Trump in Glendale. Not TC in Paradise. Tucker Carlson in Paradise. I mean, Trump in Paradise. Tucker Carlson and Trump in Glendale. TC's in Paradise because that's where I'm at. That's how I roll. So we're going to go do that today. So don't get crazy. But it's going to be fire. Any event with Trump is fire. I didn't mean that. Anyways, you guys are so ratchet. Wow. You guys might need to take like a time out or something. Like, calm down. I don't get it. Trump is probably one of the most fascinating personalities I've seen in decades. Just a phenomenal person. Whether you hate him or like him, you got to know that he's there. He's on the news like every 5 minutes of every second of every day for the last 12 years. I can't believe that. I've never seen anything like it. And the way the media's got everybody so ratchet, it's so crazy. It's like if you ever had to live in a time in history to see just how vulnerable people's psychology is, this is the time to do it. Psychologists all over the world must be marveling in this event just to see how easily it is to manipulate people's mind into believing whatever they're putting out. It's absolutely fascinating. Anyways, we're going to have a lot of fun. It's always interesting. People are always really nice and generous, and because generally they're old school, conservative type people. They're just your average, ordinary people. I guess that means they're garbage. So it's Halloween, and I got my trash bag in the back. We're gonna put that on so we can try to blend in. Maybe they'll just let us in, and we're like, "Oh, he's here with the rest of the garbage." Very nice. Fair enough. Let him in. Fun hanging out with you. Go ahead and leave comments in the comment section. Some hate mail. You know, because I mentioned Trump, so you're probably gonna hate me now. I'm gonna stop watching my videos, but it's okay because nobody really watches my videos. But I got a small fan base, couple people. It's all good. I have fun making videos, and to be quite honest with you, when I'm old and gone, and my kids are growing up, and they want to remember, who was that guy? Who was Dad? Who was Grandpa? What was he about? They could maybe go back and watch some videos of who I was and how I reacted to certain events. I try to keep my political spectrum kind of apolitical. I try to keep my videos and my channel apolitical. But hey, I've been working on the car, and to be honest with you, I'm just a regular guy, just like you are. I go to work. I gotta pay taxes. You know, I gotta pay the bills. Take the kids to school in the morning. Drop them off at the bus. Pick them up. Whatever. Everything we all have to do. And generally, I was telling my friend the other day, he was like, "Where are you going to go see that?" I was like, "I enjoy looking, investigating, learning about fascinating people." I used to go down to ASU all the time, and let's see, Lawrence Krauss used to have talks all the time with prominent figures in society about different subjects. He used to talk a lot about quantum physics and subatomic particles and how the universe was flat. That's a thing too. Look him up, Lawrence Krauss. And yeah, he had Johnny Depp. We went down to go see Johnny Depp. I took the kids and we saw Johnny Depp. So hey, pretty cool stuff. I saw Richard Dawkins. He was really cool to see. I always wanted to see, to be honest, my mentor, my mentor in chief, Christopher Hitchens. What a fascinating individual. Absolutely brilliant. Another person, you either hated him or loved him. Generally, people really hated him because he was, not only was he an atheist, he described himself as an anti-theist. Wow. So that's a really hard claim to make. But he was that guy. And so, anyways, we're just rambling on here. We're on our way down. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate your support and you hanging out and all the kinds of fun and mayhem and craziness we get into. So get out, be safe, explore your world, and we will see you again in paradise. All right, this is TC.